Alright, hey everyone, this is Arado, and we're gonna do a quick rundown of the Saga Frielei banner. We have Frielei, Flammar, and Red Mage minion. So Red Mage rolls up to Strife and Vile, um, or Scorn rather. I don't know the English name because I kind of mix up the Japanese and the English name. So we can start off with Red Mage. So Red Mage is basically your will debuffer. The main reason for that is exhaustion 1 will, because it says when landing an attack, there's no chance mentioned where it says reduce target's will and recovers on BP plus 1. He also has high protect tension and then absorption magic, wherein um, absorption magic he would gain extra small heal and then would also have a very large chance to use a drain energy plus. So the reason for red mage to exist is because of will debuffing. If you have a boss where they have an ailment that's not on 999, then there is a chance for you to be able to inflict that ailment um, with proper will debuffing and of course proper intelligence buffing to your party. So that's where red mage would shine. And unfortunately, during in today's my stream today, I wasn't able to go through egg and try the confused route with red mage. um, I think if you debuff will enough and then use whisper of dread on tone form, because tone form is the one that has vulnerability kinda in confuse, that's where you would be able to manage the battle better, I think. And then just keep on buffing and hopefully Liam would be able to take down the battle as quick as possible. So yeah, red mage willpower debuffing. I think he has super niche use and it's clearly applicable for bossing. He can do some farming, but only does a single target SSS damage, which is pretty standard now. If you want a single target farmer, you would want to have like an SSSS for turn 1. So that would include Johan or Misty and so on. So that would be for not single target, rather for boss farming. And then for single target 3 stages, like you know those story quests, you would want like a S or SS damage for decent BP, not like 10 or higher BP. So yeah, red mage, if you need a will debuffer, go for red mage. There are some where they use free volcano, Halloween Narwhal's daughter. They stack those round start will debuffing, and then they debuff further, and then be able to properly do the paralyzed route. You know, just like in Pandemonium Melee, where you can paralyze certain enemies or confuse certain enemies. So my approach to that prior to getting a red mage is having Mayor, Volcano, and then Halloween Narwhal's daughter, and then I have Rouge because Rouge can debuff willpower as well, and then can inflict paralyze on top of that. But so Red Mage can do the same as what Rouge can do, but Red Mage is better with willpower debuffing, and then Red Mage also has confuse inflicting power capability. So if you like that package, go for Red Mage. But I think um, if you're saving for jewels, always wait for the next banner. And it seems that there is a maintenance, so I don't know whether the next banner would be something grand or not. We don't know. All we know is next week, Romancing Saga Minstrel Song is gonna get released. It's not yet confirmed on whether the Minstrel Song characters are gonna get a time skip and be released in global. So don't quote me on that one. Just hold tight. We will hear the updates pretty soon, and the banner isn't gonna go away pretty soon as well. Next one is Frielei. So Freelay is the one that I pitied in this banner. uh, I got Flammar early. I got Red Mage in the middle of the multis. I got off banner Emperor, and then I had to pity Freelay. I love Freelay because if you wanna have the one of the better characters for slash AoE farming, Freelay is your answer. The only downside to Freelay is she can only perform action by turn 2 or round 2 if you're doing a story quest. So in JP, I would do on Amazon EX, I would do Onsen Rich and then Freelay. And then Freelay would just do Dark Downswing and then immediately just kill all the enemies. She's that strong. So that's how I would be able to pull a 3 action on story quests, those that can be farmed with slash AoE, with Freelay and Onsen Ridge. That's the only thing I can mention about Freelay, because for if you wanna take her for bossing, she would have D damage for all foes or A damage for a single target. I'm not sure at this point if you're bringing in a DPS on whether an A damage for 6 BP is enough for you to be able to, you know, be able to deal with the boss properly. So just take that as you will. For me, I personally pull for Freelay mainly for farming purposes, and that's it. I'm not gonna use her for bossing. And lastly, Flammar. Unfortunately for Flammar, Flammar needed a lot of buffs because her thing is reviva or revive in the game. So revive is basically re-raise if you play Final Fantasy games. When somebody dies, they would automatically go back to, so like this one. I'm just gonna read the skill. End of turn, recover HP, and then when knocked unconscious, it would recover own HP to very large effect for those that are implemented with this buff. So yeah, it's basically re-raise and then one turn HP regen with very large effect. So that's something to consider too. But yeah, after she used the Reviva, she has a single target that can buff herself with intelligence and Birds of Flame plus, which is an expensive skill. That's why for this banner, I would just chase for Freelay. Personally, I would chase for Freelay and that's it. I happen to have Red Mage and Flammar because of how my gacha went. So I'm gonna do a showcase for Red Mage. Hopefully I learn how to do the confused route in Egg, and then I'll try to record it and upload it accordingly. But yeah, if you're undecided with this banner, check your box. If you're needing a slash farmer AoE, Freelay is a really good candidate to have. Flammar and Red Mage, they have their own niche uses. Red Mage would have a more application of his niche use than Flammar. So if anything, if you wanna chase more than just Freelay, then Red Mage is the way to go. Flammar is easily skippable, unfortunately. But yeah, those are my thoughts of the banner. That's the rundown. Hopefully, I'm able to help you with deciding whether the banner is good value or not. Yeah, thank you so much.